in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
Good day to all of our listeners here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. This is World News in 5 and I'm your host, Steph Vicente. Hezbollah says it carried out 25 attacks against Israeli troops and equipment across southern Lebanon on Tuesday. Al Jazeera reports the group claimed it hit a drone dome jamming system, 2 communications vehicles, and a Merkava tank at the Al-Abad site. It also reported repelling an advancing Israeli column in Wadi al-Ain and al-Bayada, targeting a tank, 2 bulldozers, and infantry with guided missiles and heavy artillery in 3 waves. Hezbollah said it launched rockets and drone swarms at Israeli troop concentrations near Rashaf, the port of Nakora, and the Al-Quza Triangle. In the central border area, the group added that it struck Israeli forces positioned inside residential homes in Hawla and Al-Bayada. In other news overseas, Israel is expressing concern that United States President Donald Trump could reach a deal with Iran before resolving the core issues that led to the conflict, according to multiple Israeli sources. As reported by CNN, officials warned that any agreement allowing Iran to retain parts of its nuclear program while leaving out concerns over ballistic missiles and regional proxy groups would be seen by Israel as unfinished business. One source said there is growing worry that President Trump may settle for a quick deal even if it involves last-minute concessions. Iran launched more than 1,000 ballistic missiles and drone attacks during the war, highlighting the scale of the threat. Israeli officials also fear that easing economic pressure on Iran without fully addressing its military capabilities could strengthen the regime financially. While the White House insists Iran is in a weakened position and that negotiations remain ongoing, major disagreements persist, and Israel is preparing for the possibility that fighting could resume. And finally, United States President Donald Trump is set to visit Beijing this week, where Chinese leader Xi Jinping is expected to roll out a lavish welcome similar to President Trump's highly choreographed 2017 trip. The BBC reports the visit will include rare access to Zhongnanhai, the compound where China's top leadership resides, underscoring the significance of the meeting. However, discussions are expected to be complex, with tensions over Iran, trade, technology, and Taiwan on the agenda. U.S. President Trump returns to China to a China that is more powerful and assertive, as Chinese President Xi pushes forward with major investments in renewable energy, robotics, and artificial intelligence. Across the country, rapid modernization is transforming industries and cities, with places like Chongqing emerging as symbols of China's technological ambitions. Analysts note that unlike in 2017, China no longer feels the need to prove itself as an equal to the United States, reflecting its growing global confidence. And that concludes today's edition of World News in 5. For Radyo Pilipinas World Service, this has been Steph Vicente. Good day and stay safe, everyone.
World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.